Some have argued that we are at peak smartphone now. The present form factor, the rectangular slab. Come to think of it, phones started looking like this back in 2007 when Jobs introduced the first iPhone. Since then, only the specs have been modified year after year till now. The display size keep getting taller, smoother, curvier and more sensitive every year. And now, recently, it is getting stretchier. It morphs into so many forms. Some will just make your jaws drop. A few of them swivel like the LG Wing, others just expand into new form factor like the Oppo X 2021. ZTE just popped out of nowhere, actually out of somewhere, with the world's first under-display camera on the Axon 20 5G. That's a new one, a camera that can see through the screen, takes pictures and videos from beneath the display. I think this is cool. Jerry rigged this phone already, Lou unboxed it therapeutically, Dave too dissected it in and out, and now I'm advising you publicly. Let's talk about it because Tech Talk is what we do. It's your public tech advisor on update. Let's get you up to date. The Axon A20 is a pioneer of everything UD, acronym under display. It looks like your regular rounded rectangular slab display on the front, camera array at the back with all the bells and whistles. But look carefully. Where is the speakers, the selfie camera, the flash? The ZTE Axon 20 is a tall phone, 6.92-inch OLED display, 90Hz rate of refresh, smooth, 1080 by 2460 pixels resolution, crisp, 1 billion colors, pop, always on display 24/7. Underneath all this is the crux of our topic today. They call the screen holeless full screen, putting the art in marketing. Look at the edges, it is almost next to bezel-less. But the real magic is how they are able to clock the selfie camera underneath the display, letting the sensor see while you can't, in a I see you but you can't see me type of setup. Here is how they engineered this pioneer. What they did was to bury the selfie camera underneath a porous, low-resolution part of the display, pixelated enough to let light through and opaque enough to hide it from sight. 3 layers of highly transparent micron-level material. Let's peel it layer by layer. First is what they call a transparent cathode, layered on top of a special OLED, organic LED, layered on top of a transparent matrix of pixels. It is all optics, but honestly, I know you don't really care about the engineering. So, what all those layering and big words translate to is that the selfie camera can snap pictures and record videos without it being visible to you. And that's good enough, right? It is actually very clever of them. ZTE beat Oppo to this. Oppo were the ones that actually introduced the concept first at their innovation day back in 2019. Only that ZTE went to work and made sure that they were the first to make it commercially available. Good move. They did a good job of hiding the camera more with a dark gradient wallpaper to make it look natural, but over a white background you can see the borders of the camera. And on switching on to the camera mode, it lights up with a cool glowing green effect that lets you know that business is about to start. And that's a good user experience. As for the quality of the shot, well, this is just the first gen. It is manageable, it works. It's a 32 megapixel sensor masked with a see-through low resolution display that is darkened like a tinted car window, switched off to let light through enough to take pictures and videos, and switched on to hide it from view. And here is how they look. You could barely see the glow, some light hue. But if you compare side by side with a punch hole or a water drop or a notched selfie camera, the difference is clear. You can tell that there is a lot of help from software, some little or a lot of computational photography to help christen the output. Not bad at all. Could be better though. Speaking of computation, the processor used is the Snapdragon 765G, which explains the 5G, and there is also the 4G version. It's a pretty mid-range chip that gets the job done. Nothing too flashy, powered by a 4220 mAh battery with USB-C charging. I am personally impressed with ZTE's innovation here. It is purely creative to get a pioneer on a mid-range, making it available to a wider customer base than if it is a high-end flagship, where the competition is cutthroat, available only in China. So if you want it outside China, you're gonna have to ship it yourself. Priced from about $450 for the base spec, add another $100 to $150 for logistics. That's one heck of a design that injects a new life into smartphones. And ushering the start of new bells, others will surely whistle after. Along with the selfie camera are also speaker, flash, and an optical fingerprint sensor underneath the display. This is the good use of real estate that introduces smartphones to the next level, the portless smartphone, like the iPhone is headed towards. Because if you look at the industry now, the direction everyone is headed is towards portless. No headphone jack because of wireless earbuds. The charging port can be done away with wireless charging. So the SIM card port can be done away with eSIM. And the mic can also be put under the display. Just reverse engineer the speakers and voila, you have a complete portless smartphone. Is this the future? Sure, when the tech is perfected. But be assured that we are going to be here to get you updated. So tell me, in all seriousness, would you be the first or the last to buy a completely portless smartphone? Down in the comment section. Let's talk. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. If you have, tap the notification bell. See you in the next video. It's coming up right away. It's your public tech advisor. Thank you for watching. Until the next one. Cheers.